Okay, let me do that. Let me talk about the earrings. I have all my stands because we don't have a lot of we don't have a lot of samples, so I'm just kind of
I
going
love
in
it.
and out with the jewelry because I can, Scott. But
I
what we're
love
gonna
it. You reach right behind you and you're like, here we go with this, and here we
I
go.
know, I got all the props right behind me. So this is the Kalahari Chandelier earring, and we've got them at a price of $164.70 for the pair. It's J371736, and they are absolutely exquisite, and I definitely wanted to wear them for a moment, but I will take them off, Scott, just to give you the opportunity to talk to us in detail about the Kalahari collection, if you could, and then we can get into the details, if you'd like, on this earring.
I would love to. So the Kalahari collection actually comes from my Out of Africa collection. And about 3.5 years ago, I had an amazing opportunity to go back to Botswana. I spent about 8 years living in Africa in my previous life before I joined with Jay. And there's something that is magical about the entire continent. I always share with friends when they say, I've had the opportunity, I lived through Europe for about 12 years, Africa for 8 years, with Jay, I spent a lot of my time pre-COVID traveling around the globe and going to these amazing artisan villages. And as you had shared, my goal is to always come back and bring those stories to life and create it in beautiful pieces of jewelry. So for the Kalahari, Kalahari is one of the most important tribes in Botswana. There are a total of 16 tribes, and while I was there for 2.5 weeks, we had the opportunity to go trekking and experience all these, not only the amazing animals, but the story and the heritage. And I traveled with the Kalahari Bushmen. And the Kalahari Bushmen, it's amazing, they speak Ngosa. And of course, so I have him there, and then I also have a translator, and it's myself and a photographer. And as we went around, he would share the stories of the beautiful leopards and what the totems meant, but I was enthralled with the jewelry that they would wear. So like all this gorgeous beadwork, which gave birth to the Kalahari, which is those little individual beads that you see going around the top of that stud there. That's the beadwork that you would see throughout Botswana. What I wanted to do is now bring that and mix it in with our best-selling collection. So the individual circles on the inside, again, everything is solid, but it's not too weighty because as an earring, I want you to be able to enjoy it all day long. We've done hammered sterling silver. So please know it's not a sheet of silver that we just hammer on. We actually carve that in wax. So that gives you that refraction, and we make all those little hammering divots intentional. Then you have that beautiful chandelier. So it gives you the drama, it gives you all the beautiful movement, that fluidity, that articulation, but it doesn't give you the weight just because of the way that we build it. So then you have that sukatai rope that wraps around, and then it's an oversized clasp. So I want you to, we always invest in the solid sterling silver on the backing so it sits high on your lobe. But it's just, if you're going to have drama, have it in your jewelry.
That's right. I don't want to be a drama queen, but I do want my jewelry to maybe be a little bit dramatic. That's right. And the movement is very wearable. You know, chandeliers have gone from, you know, being all the way down to hanging, you know, in your chest to very diminutive and like slim, or somewhere in between, and I would call this the in-between, but I also call it a chandelier that has a lot of visual interest. And Scott, when I first looked at these, I thought that these were gemstones. They almost look like gemstone because of the hammering in the silver. It picks up on the colors around you.
And part of the thing about working with these designs, a big play is, and as a painter, Jane, it's going in there and hand applying that oxidation. So by the oxidation, which gives you all that dark patina look, that allows that sterling silver to really gleam no matter what the texture is. Because I spent 3 hours a day reviewing designs, and I keep going back and forth because if I can't get oxidation to really bring that sterling silver into the light and make it as beautiful and brilliant as possible, you kind of lose credit when you do all this work with these textures. So you're 100% right. The way we've domed the silver beads too, you mean just that maximizes all of the light that it's going to catch and give you that beautiful refraction.
I love it. And there's, you know, so many different symbols to the crest and the beautiful circles. They represent so many different things to different people around the globe. And you can find your own story when you're wearing this jewelry. So although it starts with Scott's vision and it starts with a region of Africa that I would love to visit someday, You
I'll go
still
with you.
create your own story with all the jewelry that you wear and the way that you layer it up. So this is a beautiful pair of earrings. First day we're presenting this with the 5 easy pays. So it works out to be $32.94 per month over the course of just 5 months to pay for these. If you want to pick these up and hold on to them for a holiday gift, I would recommend you do that now. Don't wait until later. I'm starting to put my list together, curate the list of people that I need to shop for, Scott. And then this way, with this big year, and it's going to be a big Christmas year for us, I think,
I agree.
we can actually find gifts that just will be very meaningful and important. So I would encourage you to think about picking these up while we have this price and the 5 easy pay. We are down to our about 120 remaining in this, and that's it. It's the Kalahari Chandelier earring. Now we have some other Kalahari pieces represented in the collection, and again, because of that consistency with the rope details and also some of the other details that you do in Jay, you still see the consistency of these earrings as part of a collection. So I encourage you to think about that. J371736 is your item number, and that is the Kalahari Chandelier earring. All right. So coming up in about 12 minutes, we will have a look at the